Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about the design technique for linear phase FIR filter. Okay, if you want to design a filter, what all the things you need to obtain is first you need to know the functionality of the filter. In order to know the functionality of the filter, we need to find out this h of n and h of z. H of n is nothing but the impulse response of the system and h of z is the transfer function of the system. Now consider a system and this system is going to perform the filtering operation. Consider a real-time application. Now a person is speaking and the noise is add up with the speech signal. So what we need to do, we need to remove the noise from the person's speech. So what you need to design, you need to design a system to remove the noise, and for that purpose we need to find out the impulse response and the transfer function of the system. Okay, so here in order to design this linear phase FIR filter, there are three methods available. One is Fourier series method, second one is windowing technique, and third one is frequency sampling method. Okay, first we will see what is Fourier series method. So in these three methods, what is the main objective is we are going to find out the transfer function. How will you find transfer function? We will find the transfer function from the impulse response of the system. So this is the thing we are going to do it. Okay, but the algorithm, that the procedure to find this h of n and h of z varies in these three methods. So each method has its own significance, has its own advantage and disadvantage, and we will discuss these in detail. First, normally if you want to design a filter, analog filter, consider you are going to design a filter using a passive component, that is R and C. So how will you design this R and C value? First you need to know which type of filter you are going to design, whether it is a low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter and band stop filter. Based on this characteristics, you will select the cutoff frequency, then you will select the cutoff frequency, then you design these components, R and C component. Okay, then you will check with your inputs whether you are getting the desired cutoff frequency, right? The same procedure here, what we are going to do is, in the problem they will give the desired frequency response. They will give the desired frequency response, that is hd of e power j omega. From the desired frequency response, what we need to find is, we need to find this h of n and h of z. Okay, this hd of e power j omega is periodic in 2 pi. So here the maximum value is 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so this hd of e power z, this d represent desired frequency. Okay, this hd of e power j omega is periodic in 2 pi. The first step, they will give the hd of e power j omega. Then in the step 2, what we need to do is, first we need to obtain hd of n. The formula to obtain hd of n is, hd of n is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus pi to pi hd of e power j omega n d omega. The next step is, this hd of n, this hd of n is of infinite duration. Okay, so what we need to do is, we need to truncate this series, we need to truncate this, because here your response should be of finite. Okay, so what I am going to do is, I am going to truncate this response to mod n, which is equal to n minus 1 by 2 0 otherwise. Okay, so I have find out this h of n. Next step is, I need to find h of z. So in order to obtain h of z, the formula, you know, the z transform formula, x of z is equal to summation x of n z power minus 1. The same thing I have applied here, and since this is mod, right, so both side, negative to positive side, I have written minus of h of n minus n, that is n is equal to minus n minus 1 by 2 to n minus 1 by 2. Okay, so this is what the procedure you need to obtain this h of z. Now what I am going to do is I am going to expand this equation. First I am going to take the n minus 1 by 2 for n, and substituting in this equation I am getting this. So z power minus n minus 1 by 2. So after that you will get remaining values. There is no need to expand these values. Anyhow you will get h of 0. After the h of 0, h of 1 you will get, then h of minus 1, then finally the lowest range limit minus n minus 1 by 2 to z power plus n minus 1 by 2. Okay, now here I am going to apply symmetric condition. Here we are going to deal only with the symmetric filters. Okay, so here I am going to consider h of 0 separately plus summation n is equal to 1 to n minus 1 by 2 h of n. I am going to take the positive range and negative range. Now consider the positive range. If I use n is equal to 1, what I will get? I will get z power 1 plus z power minus 1. So what I am having here? I am having z power 1 and z power minus 1. But here I have taken h of n common. Why I have taken h of n common? We have find out that in the solved problems, it is enough to find if it is symmetric, these samples are equal, right? It is enough to find only one half of the sequence and remaining sequence will be equal. So by applying this condition, I am assuming that this both the values will be same, and I am putting h of n common. Okay, so h of 1, h of minus 1 are same, and h of 2 and h of minus 2 are same. Similarly, h of n minus 1 and h of minus n minus 1 by 2 are same. So applying this condition, I am getting h of z is equal to h of 0 plus summation n equal to 1 to n minus 1 by 2 h of n z power n plus z power minus 1. So this is what the transfer function. So what is the first step? They will give hd of e power j omega. From hd of e power j omega, you need to obtain hd of n. This hd of n is of infinite sequence, so I need to truncate to make it to a finite sequence. Then from this h of n, I am going to obtain the transfer function. This transfer function I have rewritten like this. Okay, now here this transfer function, right, is not physically realizable because there will be some delay in the samples. Okay, so in step 5, what I am going to do is the transfer function is not physically realizable because there will be a delay in the samples. So how much delay I am going to assume it? I am going to assume there will be usually z power minus n minus 1 by 2 delays. Okay, so I am going to now rewrite this transfer function h of z as h dash of z, which is nothing but h of z into z power n minus 1 by 2. Okay, why I am multiplying with z here? Power minus n minus 1 by 2. Suppose if I want to find out the frequency response of the desired, what I will do? I will substitute z is equal to e power j omega. Here I will put e power minus j omega. Where will you find out the delay? From the phase part is we will find out the delay. Okay, so here I have multiplied by z power minus n minus 1 by 2. Okay, so now this is what the procedure to find out the frequency, transfer function of the filter using Fourier series method, and we will see the problems in detail now. So now we will see the problem. We need to design an ideal low pass filter with the frequency response hd of e power j omega is equal to 1 for that particular range and 0 for this range. Okay, now what is the first step is we need to first draw the given response. Okay, so I'm going to draw the given response hd of e power j omega and need to find which type of filter it is. Okay, usually here the range of the frequency lies between minus pi to plus pi. Okay, now see here it is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So here what I am going to do is, here it is minus pi by 2, it is plus pi by 2. the response is ideal, that is here you are getting the response like this. Now consider this one, this which type of filter it is? It is a low pass filter. Okay, so this is a symmetric condition. So this this is the symmetric condition we are considering it. But when you consider this is the ideal low pass filter with cutoff frequency pi by 2. Understood? Next, then based upon the algorithm, we need to perform the design now. Okay, what is the first step? We need to, they have given HD of e power j omega. The next step is we need to find out HD of n. What is the formula to find out HD of n? So the HD of n is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus pi to pi HD of e power j omega n d omega. Now 1 by 2 pi. So here you need to split up the limit. So integral minus pi to minus pi by 2. The range is 0, right? Value is 0. E power j omega n d omega plus you are having the value for the integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and the value is 1. E power j omega, the value is 1. E power j omega n d omega plus integral pi by 2 to pi, the value is 0, there is no response, therefore e power j omega n d omega. Okay, now I am going to find out HD of n 1 by 2 pi integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 e power j omega n d omega. So when I integrate this with respect to omega, what I will get? I will get e power j omega n divided by jn, and the limit is from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, so when I apply the limit, so I will get e power j for I have integrated with respect to omega, so I am going to apply the limit for omega n minus e power minus j pi by 2 n, right? So minus lower limit, okay, which is nothing but 1 by 2 pi, this is nothing but 2j sine pi by 2n, right? 1 by 2 pi 2j sine pi by 2n. So which is equal to, when you this cancel out these things, and what you will get is here divided by, here there is, I have left out this, right? I have forgot this to write. So this is what? E power j pi by 2 n minus e power minus j pi by 2 n divided by jn, then 1 by 2 pi. So this equivalent value for this is this one, 2j sine pi by 2n divided by jn. So cancelling these j and 2, what you will get is sine pi by 2n divided by pi n. So this is what your HD of n now. Okay, I have obtained HD of n. Okay, what is the next step here? I need to truncate this into a finite series. Okay, so here what I am going to do is I am going to truncate this into a finite series, that is, this is for this infinite range, that is from minus infinity to plus infinity. Now I am going to truncate this sequence. H of n is equal to sine n pi by 2 divided by n pi mod n less than or equal to n minus 1 by 2. Here n is equal to 11 we have considered, so this is what? 0 otherwise. So now this can be written as, I will write it here, sine n pi by 2 mod n less than or equal to 5 and 0 otherwise. Okay, so this is what the truncated impulse response now. So the next step is you need to find out the transfer function. The formula for finding the transfer function is h of 0 summation n is equal to 1 to n minus 1 by 2 h of n z power n plus z power minus n. So this is the formula. In order to find out this transfer function, you need to know h of z, h of 0 and h of n. So now, in order to find out this, I am going to first write down this expression and need to find up to which value which we need to find this h of n. N is 11, 11 minus 1, 10, 10 by 2, 5. So h of n, z power n plus z power minus n. Okay, now what I am going to do is going to find out h of 0, h of 1, h of 2, h of 3, h of 4 and h of 5. Okay, first I will find h of 5 and then I will find out h of 0. I will explain the reason. So first h of 1 is equal to, consider this one. So what you will get, sine 1 pi by 2, sine pi by 2. What is sine pi by 2 divided by, sorry, here I have forgotten, sine n pi by 2 divided by pi. Okay, sine n pi by 2 sine pi by 2 is 1. So sine divided by is 0.3183. Okay, you check with your calculator. Then sine 2, when you substitute 2 here, 2 will get cancelled. So you will get sine pi divided by 2 pi, which is equal to 0. Next, h of 3. This h of 3, sine 3 pi by 2 divided by 3 pi. So which is sine 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. So 3 by, which is equal to 0.106. Then h of 4. h of 4, similarly, when you find sine 4 pi by 2 divided by 4 pi, so this will become sine 2 pi divided by 4 pi. Sine 2 pi is 0. Next we will need to find h of 5. The h of 5 value is equivalent to sine 5 pi by 2 divided by 5 pi, which is equal to 1 by 5 pi, which is equal to 0.0636. So this is the value I am going to find out. Now I am going to find out h of 0. Now substitute 0 here. What it will become? It will become infinity. Okay, so the whole impulse response will become infinity. Okay, so in order to avoid this, what I am going to do is, whenever you will get infinity, I am going to use this value is indeterminate, right? Indeterminate. We may not able to determine the value. So I am going to apply L'Hospital rule for this. Okay, so L'Hospital rule I am going to apply for this. I'm going to apply his L'Hospital rule for this. What is the L'Hospital rule is, we need to differentiate numerator and denominator separately. So what is h of n? h of n is equal to sine n pi by 2 divided by pi n. Okay, I'm going to differentiate this numerator and denominator separately. For which value I got 0? For which value I got infinity, when I substitute n is equal to 0, I will got this as infinity. So I am going to differentiate this numerator term and denominator term by with respect to n. So what I will get is, here I will get cos n pi by 2. Instead of x, here I am having n. So what will be the coefficient you will get? Into pi by 2. So here it is pi x I am having. So when I differentiate pi x, what I will get? I will get pi, right? Similarly, I am getting pi here. So now substitute h of 0 in this case. Cos 0 is 1 into pi by 2 divided by pi, which is equal to 1 by 2. So now instead of so previously what I got infinity. Now what I got, I am getting 1 by 2. Okay. Now I am going to apply the obtained values in this equation. Before that, I will expand this. H of z is equal to h of 0. When I substitute 1, I will get h of 1 into z power 1 plus z power minus 1, h of 2 into z power 2 plus z power minus 2, and h of 3 is z power 3 plus z power minus 3, plus h of 4 is z power 4 plus z power minus 4, plus h of 5 is z power 5 plus z power minus 5. Okay, now I am going to substitute all the values here. So what is h of 0? Okay, so the h of 0 value is 1 by 2, right? So 1 by 2 plus h of 1 value is 0.3183 into z power 1 plus z power minus 1 plus h of 2 value is 0 plus h of 3 value is minus 1.06 into z power 3 plus z power minus 3. H of 4 value is 0 and h of 5 value is 0.0636 z power 5 plus z power minus 5. Okay, now this is what the h of z I have obtained. Okay, according to this algorithm, what is the procedure? This, see now, so this is not physically realizable. We need to multiply with z power minus n minus 1 by 2. Okay, so here I am going to find out h dash of z, where h dash of z is equal to h of z into z power minus n minus 1 by 2, which is nothing but h of z power minus 5. Okay, now I am going to multiply this with z power minus 5 to obtain h dash of z. Now I have multiplied with z power minus 5 with this above problem. So I am getting this is 0.5. So 0.5 z power minus 5, 0.3183 into z power minus 5. The power is minus 5 plus 1. So minus 4. Minus 5 minus 1 minus 6. Then minus 0.106. Here the power is minus 3 minus 5 plus 3. So it is minus 2. Minus 5 minus 3 minus 8. Then minus 5 plus 5 0, minus 5 minus 5 minus 10. Okay, now this is what the desired response. Now I am going to rearrange this. First I am writing the in the increasing order, that is 0 power z power 0, z power minus 1, z power minus 2. Just I have written it. Okay, so this is what the desired transfer function we have obtained. If in the problem, if they ask you to find out the frequency response, just substitute z is equal to e power j omega in this and write this equation as such. After substituting e power j omega in this, it will become e power minus j2 omega, like that I have written everything. So this is what the desired response we have obtained. Hope you have understood these concepts. In the next video we will discuss about the problems, how to design low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter and band stop filter. Thank you.